It's March, it's almost St. Patrick's Day, and it's time to brew up something Irish. Today on Brewing Around the Realm, I'm brewing up Irish Red Ale. Stay tuned to find out how. Welcome back to Brewing Around the Realm. I'm Dave, your amateur brewmaster. Following up on the success I had with the triticale-based Sherman's Planet IPA I brewed about a month ago, I thought because we're getting close to St. Patrick's Day that I would brew an Irish-style ale and throw some rye into it. I've always enjoyed rye-based beers, and this would be the perfect opportunity because I had such success with the triticale and the Sherman's Planet recipe that it was time to brew something and see if I could make something just as good. Today we're brewing a Irish red inspired ale with 21% rye. Let's get to the ingredients. An Irish style red ale requires something a little bit different than the two-row and Pilsen malt that I've been using in most of my recent recipes. So today's recipe is going to be based with 10.5 pounds of Maris Otter, 3 pounds of rye malt, and mixed in with this I have 6 ounces of Crystal 90 and 8 ounces of roasted barley. I'm using Sterling and Hallertau Mittelfrüh hops today. I'm only putting a half an ounce in each of those at the beginning, and then a half an ounce with 20 minutes left in the boil. Today's yeast is WLP 004 Irish Ale yeast, and the standard ingredients that I use in everything: gypsum, whirlfloc, and yeast nutrient. So let's get started and get our mash going. Mashing temperature for today is 153. Got the water up to 172 because the grain temperature for today is 60.4 degrees. And that's what it's going to take to get this to our 153. Quickly get our bag in here. I've already mixed all the grain together, so the rye and the crystal and roasted barley, Maris Otter is already in this bag, so I'm just going to dump it in here. The water volume for today was 15 quarts. Again, this time I'm going to have a very thick mash, but that is the way it has to be. Mix this in. In order to batch sparge this, what I'll have to do is do a couple of sparges, but I'm going to have to drain the entire volume out of this and then sparge. But I'm going to mix this up. This is a 1 hour mash for today. I'm going to mix this in here, come back to it every 10 minutes or so, and mix it up again. Wanted to show everybody I got a new piece of equipment here. I got a pH meter. Today's target pH was 5.5. and I wanted to see how close I'd get to that. I'm not sure how this is going to work. I have to mix it up a little bit, I guess, just to see. Well, it's definitely coming in lower than I expected, but, you know, it's a learning experience. I'm just going to start messing with pH as I do some more beer, and I'll learn a little bit as we're going along over the next couple of months. Alright, we've been here about an hour, so let's see if I can get a conversion test. Yeah, looks pretty good to me. Alright, so let's get our first runnings going here. First runnings, I got about 2 gallons, so probably going to have to do 2 sparges to get to that point, so let's get on that. I'm going to dump as much in here as this will take. I'll mix this up real good. What happens is it compacts on the bottom, and you just want to make sure that you get all that up and moving. Alright, so the first barge got me up to about 4 gallons. Let's do another one, and that should get me up to 6. And I'm still, man, I'm going to need another one after that probably. Alright, that is probably, I'm guessing, about 6.5, and I need another gallon. So, I guess we'll do this one more time. After I did that third sparge, I ended up with more wort than I really needed. I ended up with close to 9 gallons. And I really just needed 6. That's my target volume for today. So I'm probably not going to need this one. This one's actually pretty low in sugar content, so I'm probably not dumping that, but I decided to boil all of these anyways. This one here is going to go back into this kettle as it boils down, and I'm probably going to end up diluting that a little bit. What happened was that my efficiency was much higher than I really thought it would be. The pre-boil gravity on this one ended up being 1058, and the final post-boil gravity for this is actually 1059. So this is going to be a lot higher than this. I may actually just end up diluting this one without actually any need for either of these two pots, but we'll see what happens. While I'm waiting for this to come up to a boil, I'll show you a quick tip on getting your hop break out of the pot. You use a fine strainer like this, you can actually just scoop your hot break out and put it aside. Makes it easier than scooping it out with a spoon, which is what I've been doing. Alright, our wort has finally come up to a boil, so I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of gypsum into this. And the initial hop addition, which is half an ounce of halotol and half an ounce of sterling. And we're just going to throw those in there. 20 minutes left, I'm going to throw in the last hop addition. And along with that, a Whirlflock tablet. Along with that, a Whirlflock tablet and 2 tablespoons of yeast nutrients, since I've got 6 gallons that I'm trying to get out of this mix today. Alright, that's it for both of these. I'm going to turn them off and put the lids on. Make sure I got the right lids there. After the main kettle cooled off, I moved it into the bottling bucket like I usually do. And you can see that I got just about 5 gallons. So if you take a look over here, I'm going to cool off what is in this pot and take a gallon out of there and add it to that. Since my target was 6 gallons, I don't want to go beyond that. But I think that this actually worked out. Alright, I want to show everybody what I'm going to do here. And step 1 is make sure your container is sanitized, because you're going to be sticking this directly into the pot here. And then I need to add 64 ounces of this. I'm just going to scoop this out of here. And it's about 32. Actually, I need 128 ounces, so that's got a little bit further here. That's 3 cups when I need a cup on. I know they say not to fear the foam, but that seems excessive. I shook that up real good and ended up with way more foam than normal, but it'll be fine. Let's get this filled up. Alright, so here it is. I got 6 gallons of wort ready to ferment. Got my scissors and my yeast. Again, we're using WOP004 Irish ale yeast. Sanitize the outside of this real quick. And sanitize the scissors. Just going to go for it here. Cut this up, the whole thing in. I just like to make sure I squeeze every last bit of this out of here, make sure I get everything. I took a final gravity reading before I pitched the yeast just to make sure everything looked right. And it came out at 15.2 bricks, which is just slightly over what our specific gravity was for today. But I'm very happy with that, considering everything we went through. that's it for today's episode of Brewing Around the Realm. I want to thank everybody for watching this episode. Please remember to subscribe to this channel. It is the best way to help us out and get the word out right now. Also, make sure that you share and like this video and leave a comment below and let me know what you're brewing or make a suggestion on what I should brew next. The recipe for today's episode will be listed on my website at brewingaroundtherealm.com. There will also be a link in the description back to the website so you can get there and view everything you need to know to make this and copy this beer. Again, thanks for watching. I'll catch everybody on the next one. Bye!